Hi everyone. In this occasion, I'm going to talk about the new features of WordPress 5.4. WordPress 5.4 is the first major release of 2020. It will be released the 31st of March. The new features are mainly focused around the blog editor improvements. We have some new blocks. The first one will be the social icons block, in which you will be able to add some social icons in your pages or posts, and you will be able to select the social medias that you want. The second new block is the buttons block. It's not really a new block, but a change to another block. This one replaces the button block, and the difference is that this one supports multiple buttons. You can now add another button next to the first one. We have now some block improvements. We found now more color options for the cover, the group, and the columns blocks. We can now add background color to those blocks, and the color can be a solid color or a gradient color. Another block improvement is that you can now change the text and the background color of all the blocks that are inside a block group. So just by changing the color and the background color of the block group, you will change all the blocks, all the color, text color, and background color of all the blocks that are inside the block group with just this setting. Another block improvement is that you can now change the color of specific words within the paragraph block. So this new feature is pretty useful because designers like to change the colors of text within a paragraph or a title. Another block improvement is the improvement in the table block, which you can now add a captions below the table. Another block improvement is that in the gallery block, you can now choose which image size you want for those selected images. And the last block improvement is in the latest post block, where you have now the feature that you can display the feature image of each post. Going to talking about new development features. We have a new hook that works on the menu items. So if you need to build a complex menu, you won't need to create a worker class anymore, but you can choose this hook and add custom fields, and this way you can create a complex menu. We have a new API in the Gutenberg Editor. It's called the Grading API, which allows to change, to edit, to add or remove the grading options, or you can completely remove the grading options in the Gutenberg Editor. We have also some improvements in the Gutenberg Editor in itself. For example, now the block margins have another way of being separated. The margins are simpler, and also the editor has some changes in the DOM and the CSS classes. Some CSS classes were removed and the DOM was simplified. Another change goes to the REST API, where you have two new options. For example, you can now get the taxonomies with an OR relation, which was not possible before. And now you can return the information of a post or multiple posts by selecting the what information you want to return. You can now specify what type of object to return. For example, for a post, you would like to return only the author information. You can now do that. So those were the most important new features that are coming up in this new version of WordPress 5.4. Thank you very much.